Hey traders, it's Tuesday morning, 26th of November, just following on from Monday Movers video yesterday. We're going to take a look at the currencies that we highlighted. We're going to have a look at gold, we're going to have a look at Kiwi yen, we're going to have a look at dollar Swiss as well. And currently we're looking at cable, that's GBP USD. So basically what was highlighted yesterday, I'm just on a smaller time frame right now. Let me just pan out to the daily, which I'm just going to remove all drawing tools right now. So as we looked at this yesterday, the initial discussion was about how price was making lower lows, lower highs on the daily time frame. We see a double bottom, then we create new highs after breaking through the neckline. We pull back into the neckline, we have a strong impulse up, and then we're looking at this current correction stroke consolidation pattern formation here. Now as we look at this, the market is currently in the middle of this range. Now in this consolidation here, the reward for me isn't trading to the upside, it's trading to the downside in this range, and then I'll be looking at buying from the lows and expecting this market to break out to the upside as we discussed yesterday. So what could we look for? Well, if you don't want to trade within inside this range, as you're an end of day trader, then it's time to stay out and wait for a clearer opportunity, either from the lows or breakout from the upper part of the consolidation. So trade that we took this morning in this morning's webinar was just highlighting this consolidation pattern. We've got the double top here in the consolidation. Then we can see the market comes back up into this zone here, and there was a lovely 4-hour price action pattern that you could sell just in here, evening star, trade it down, have first targets in and around structure here, and hope to see if the market will then break down and trade down to these lows where we can look for that longer term buy setup. Alternatively, you could be looking on a little bit smaller time frame for the intraday traders. We can be looking at this rejection in here. If you weren't in it, then obviously it's maybe a little bit too late now. You could be looking at some sort of pivot trade as it's come down, hit S1, come into the pivot, and look to short that market. If you're not in this market right now, then I'd stay away from it and let it run its course, because the traders from this morning have already taken first profits, so they're risk free. So right now, sit tight and wait for the clearer opportunities. Gold we've seen, let's just move out to the 4-hourly chart for now. I'm just going to take off those pivots. So what we're looking at, well, essentially the market, again, a little bit like sterling, is in a correction pattern. I'm just going to take all these drawing tools off right now. We just zoom right out so you can look at it in very clean format. Now if we look, this market has moved up, it's corrected, it's moved up, we've had consolidation, we've had impulse, and now we're having a correction pattern. Well, the correction on this time frame is obviously going to cause a trend on a lower time frame. You can see it's moving lower lows, lower highs, and ultimately I do believe that we're looking for the market to break out to the upside, but a little bit like sterling, we'll be looking for buy opportunities from these lows in here, and how we can look at doing that will be dependent on your trading rules and your time available. Now obviously if you're not a member of the signal group or the members club, then you're not going to be getting these up-to-date signals. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to mark out these levels on your chart, set alerts, and then trade according to your own rules. But hopefully we can help in a number of ways by giving you some clear points to focus on and what to look out for next. We do have a fantastic Black Friday sale on, by the way, if you are interested in becoming one of our members. I'll put the link in the comments below. So just looking here, potential double bottom. If we look at this, we can see the histogram on MACD is diverging. Now to be a little bit more aggressive, you could be looking at short-term change in cyclical patterns. We could be looking at a break of the short-term trend line here, or alternatively, if you're a little bit more conservative trader, looking at a structure point through here, look for the market to break up, retest, and trade it back in towards those highs of around 15.10, 15.12. I'd definitely be taking first profits off though. If you are doing it that way, around 1500, you will see that comes into the upper part of the structure. So in and around here, so 1493, and then let's see if we can go on and test those year 2019 highs if we break out of this correction pattern, because ultimately while we are in correction, what it can do is it can come up, test the highs, come back down, and just keep working within this pattern until we either break to the upside or break to the downside. Now obviously until we get a clear confirmation, we're just going to trade cautiously with targets within the parameters. So that's gold. We've looked at cable. I'm going to move over to dollar Swiss because this was another trade that we've taken this morning live. So the trade that we sent out was effectively this one here. We sold live in the market off the trend line, put stops just above 100.25, and we'll be looking at trading this back down into the range. Now Swissy is like US dollar, Japanese yen. It does hold an element to safe haven, although it has been selling off against the US dollar. If you didn't take this and you are an end of day trader, there's a very simple trade here, so I'm going to give this one out to you. It is just trading yesterday's high, sell stop, trade it within the range, 1.75 to 1. 1% risk, you get a nice 1.75 back. If you double up on the risk, that's your choice. We'll give you a 3.5% return, which in a week is phenomenal. So lovely opportunity there. And last but not least, I think we'll come over to Kiwi yen. So again, this was another signal that we sent out last night. It's only sitting, actually it's pretty much at entry price right now. So what's the rationale? Well, fundamentally we are expecting buyers in Japanese yen to enter the market, and the reason for that is predominantly around the US-China trade deal. It's all we're hearing is that yes, the deal is close to being signed, but there's no details, there's nothing being come out, and we're seeing gold selling off, we're seeing the stock markets rallying, so it's like everything's already priced in that the deal's going to happen. So where's the reward? Well, the reward is to the downside on the stock market, but I don't like trading the stock market. I'd much rather trade the currency markets personally, less manipulated. So we're looking for that money flow coming out of indexes and into currencies. So options are, we sold here last night just under the even handle, the 70 number. Stops go above structure point. First targets 2 to 1 into just above the 69 even handle, and then if we look to break, we can then target the lower part of this correction pattern. Now you can see that this market has been severely under pressure for a long time now, where the market has moved from the highs of around 79. If I just show you this, so in the bigger picture, this is how the market has moved, and we would expect that to continue in that way. Now obviously in these corrections we're seeing multiple cycles, and again corrections are seeing multiple cycles, and again multiple cycles. So it doesn't mean that when the market is in correction you can't trade against the predominant trend, which is obviously this way. Okay, that's it from our Tuesday update. Hopefully you've got some idea on some markets that you can potentially look at, or trading opportunities. If you like the information and the way it's being presented to you, please do us a favor, appreciate the click the like button and maybe share it with some fellow traders, and we'll look forward to seeing you on future videos. Make sure you hit subscribe, because that means that all videos as they are released will come straight to your inbox. Okay, have a great trading day guys, bye bye.